Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Now if you caught me live streaming last night, then you'll know I'm right in the middle of trying to collect some tissue samples from the Cyclops Thargoid here. Now it didn't go too well. There was one way we were trying it after some advice, and that's to go silent running before you deploy the limpet, and you'll see exactly what happens when we go and do that. Now the tissue samples are required for delivery for the current community goal for new weapons or anti-xeno weapons. And whilst delivering these isn't particularly rewarding, it is quite a lot of fun trying to get hold of them. Unfortunately, the Thargoid does make its escape. It doesn't seem to see me here whilst I'm in silent running, and after it's done its work here, it simply leaves even though it has turned aggressive. And even so, the Thargoids still look impressive, and yes, downright creepy. So my federal gunship isn't fully equipped yet. I don't have any anti-xeno weaponry on it, but I was still trying to get the attention of the Thargoids before it left. But as soon as it starts to leave, there seems to be no getting it to turn back. So next up was to try and do it whilst tanking. You've seen me try this in a previous video, and that was with an Asp Explorer, and everyone knows that they are neither good for hull tanking nor shield tanking. But the gunship is a bit of a different story. Unfortunately, it takes quite a while for the limpet to do its job. You can see the little time on the circle there, so I did put a bit of a cut in here. Managed to tank the damage quite well. I'll probably be able to do another one of these if I really wanted to. Just had to come to a complete stop with the cargo hatch open, of course, to retrieve the limpet, before doing a high wake to get out of here. And yes, it helps if you retract your hard points before trying to jump. Now in news that's tangentially related to the Thargoids, there's been something rather interesting going down this week, and that's the locations of the Inra bases, and we're going to head out that way to have a look at one of those right now. So the following is a different base to the one revealed in the trailer from the Frontier Expo, and we don't know really how it was located. Keep in mind the following footage does contain spoilers, so you may want to stop if you want to see that for yourself. I'm going to keep quiet and let you listen to the audio logs and take in the footage of the Hermitage star system as well as the Inra base.
We received a very exciting delivery today. Pieces of recovered Thargoid technology, even fragments of spacecraft. Most of the samples are damaged, but we should still be able to put them to good use. Thargoid technology is, in many respects, far more advanced than our own. Understanding it could open up all kinds of possibilities and rapidly accelerate our own development. Space travel, energy, weapons, even medicine. The applications are potentially limitless. I suspect there's a key discovery to be made, one that will open up the aliens' technology to us. Who knows? Perhaps I'll be the one to make it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. There's lots of work to be done before we can start popping champagne corks. I've given the research teams their assignments. Let's see what they can find out. Progress is slow, and much of what we knew about the Thargoids, or thought we knew, has had to be revised. But I suppose that's to be expected. We now have 12 active research projects focusing on a number of different areas. I find myself growing impatient with some of my colleagues. But that's the problem with being a perfectionist. I set high standards for myself, and I expect others to do the same. Phase 3 has been a failure. I sincerely believed we were making progress, but just because something works in theory does not mean it will work in practice. There have also been issues with the junior researchers. Some of them think they're being monitored, and one actually believes she's being held here against her will. Of course, those who have worked in this sector before know this is not the case. Naturally, our employers keep an eye on us. The work we're doing is extremely sensitive. We're researching alien technology, after all. It's a question of security. Some people can find a conspiracy in anything. Our employers have become preoccupied with one of the research projects. Although I've repeatedly told them it's a dead end. It isn't even an official project. It's just something that one of the junior researchers cooked up in his spare time. He's a specialist in agricultural science, trying to wipe out famine or something. Apparently, he's created a biological agent that incapacitates the alien technology. Here we are, devoting millions of credits and countless hours to understanding this technology, and he's trying to destroy it. If it were up to me, I'd cut him from the project entirely. But our employers seem to think his work has merit.